Hi friend, how are you doing? Today we're going to be talking about something exciting. Well, I think it's exciting, and that's how much you can expect to spend on a budget-friendly trip to Morocco. Sometime last year, I went to Morocco on a vacation. I spent 4 nights and 3 days there, and the total of everything I spent wasn't up to £900. So when I say it was a budget-friendly trip, it was truly a budget-friendly trip. In this video, I'm going to be giving you a breakdown of all my expenses from accommodation, flight tickets, down to the activities I did, feeding, the whole shebang, guys, every single thing. So if you're planning a trip to Morocco and you want to have a rough idea on how much you can expect to spend, you should stick around and watch this video. If you have any friends that are planning a trip to Morocco, you could share this video with them. Let's get into it. Starting with visa application, my visa application cost me £62.19. The price is originally Moroccan Dirhams and it was 770 Moroccan Dirhams. I went for standard visa. If you're going for express, it's going to cost you slightly higher. But there's really not much remarkable difference between express and standard because even standard comes out fast. Mine came out in 48 hours. There are people that have said theirs came out in 24 hours. There are people that said they got theirs the same day. So the only thing express promises you is that you will get yours in the next business day, which standard already kind of does. So if you're not on a time crunch, I would just say go for standard. I did my e-visa application myself, and guys, American e-visa is very simple and very straightforward. Even if you have no experience applying for a visa, you can do your Moroccan e-visa yourself. I recorded a step-by-step video on how you can apply for your Moroccan visa using your BRP. I'm going to link to it in this video or in the description box below, so feel free to check it out. The next expense I paid for was a travel package. So there was a curator travel package I paid for. It included flight tickets, cost of flight tickets to and fro, included accommodation, and my accommodation came with breakfast. It had some activities we did. So we did quad bike riding, camel riding, and visit Uzud waterfall. Those were included in the package. There were a couple of other activities I did that were not included in the package, and I'm going to give you the cost for those ones shortly. It also had included the cost of my dinner for the last night I spent in Morocco, and total of that came to £440. So the activities we did that were not included in the package that I paid for separately, because they were optional, and there were a couple of optional activities, but I went for dinner at Agafe Desert, and that was £28.68. I also went for Atlas Mountain Tour, and that was £14.95. Next is food, because of course I had to eat. Total of what I spent on food was just £31 for the 4 nights I spent there. Why I didn't spend so much on food is because breakfast was already included in the accommodation we got, and most of the activities we did had lunch included. There was only one activity that did not have lunch included, and that was visit to Uzud waterfall. So I spent £9 on food there. I had ice cream, had food. I can't remember the food exactly I got now, but everything came to £9. Food in Morocco is very cheap. I did not explore the high-end restaurants, but I even want to think that even if you visited a high-end restaurant, you wouldn't be spending so much on food, especially when you convert it to pounds. It wouldn't come to so much. I did a little shopping too. Well, when I say shopping, it's just some gifts. I didn't do so much shopping. Morocco, I've added Morocco back to my bucket list of where I would like to visit, and my plan is next time I go, I'm going to go solo, because the previous trip I went was a group trip, so I didn't really have the opportunity to do a couple of things I would have really loved to do. I did not explore Morocco so much. I did not even explore the market so much. I went to the market. The market I went to was Medina Square. I went there around 12 in the night. So around 11 because they closed by 12. Yeah, but I went there really late. That's my point. So I did not have the opportunity to go to so many stores. So many stores were already closing when we went. But I was able to get some gifts. I got perfume oils, those ones in really small bottles. I think I got 4 of them. I got a key holder that had Morocco written on it. I got a crystal bowl that had Morocco in it. I also got this fridge magnet. This was a special request from my sister-in-law. Shout out to Go. I got this fridge magnet, and total of what I spent there was 170 Moroccan dirhams. Most of things I paid for in Morocco were in cash. The only thing I paid for in pounds was argan oil. So I got argan oil, 200 mls of argan oil because it was in 2 different bottles. I also got this massage oil. This one is 75 ml, and I think it's eucalyptus oil. I can't remember now because it has faded, but I got this for, I got everything I got there for £35. I was given this as a gift. This is, I think this is Urianya, and like Hajal also. So you apply water, you put some water in it apparently, but you're supposed to put it in this stuff. Oh, I think mine has broken. Yeah, you're supposed to put this in this stuff and mix it and get a certain paste, certain type of consistency. But yeah, I spent a total of £35 there. So I paid for these using card, so I was debited in pounds. Every other thing I paid for was in Moroccan dirhams. I also had a couple of miscellaneous expenses. As an example, I got this 2-pin. This is an adapter, yeah? I got this 2-pin adapter. So if you're going to Morocco, when you're going to Morocco, because I believe you go to Morocco, when you're going to Morocco, you should get this because you need it to be able to charge your devices. I got this for 50 Moroccan dirhams. I don't know if I was cheated or whatever, but I got this for 50 Moroccan dirhams. I also got water. Morocco is very dry, so you always need water on standby. I got water, I got detergent, I got biscuits. Total I spent on all that was 120 Moroccan dirhams. One more thing I paid for was my transport to the market, and I paid 35 Moroccan dirhams for that. We were 3 that went to the market, so we split the total amongst ourselves, and what I paid was 35 Moroccan dirhams. All the activities we did, the tour bus always came to pick us from the hotel to wherever we were going to, and that was included in the travel package, so we did not need to spend any money on transport. Now for SIM card, I did not get any SIM card. The tour bus had Wi-Fi, the hotel also had Wi-Fi, so I did not spend anything on network or data. But if you're exploring Morocco on your own, you would need to get an eSIM because not everywhere has a Wi-Fi and you need to stay connected just to be safe. I also went to the spa for a back massage, and I spent, to be very honest, I can't remember how much I spent here. I know I spent more than 100 Moroccan dirhams, but I can't remember exactly how much it was. So I'm just going to say I spent 200 Moroccan dirhams. Just to recap, total of what I spent in Moroccan dirhams was 525 Moroccan dirhams. If I divide it by 11.79, which was the average exchange rate I used, that will give us about £45. £45 plus the sum of our previous expenses. That's the sum of visa application, the travel package, Atlas Mountain Tour, Dinner the Deserts, and argan oil. That was, the sum of that was £611.82. £611.82 plus £45 will give us £656.82. So that was about the total of what I spent in Morocco. But let me assume that there are a couple of things I did not document at the time that I spent on. I'll still say the total of what I spent wasn't more than £700. So if you're looking for a budget-friendly place to travel to, you should definitely think of Morocco. You don't have to spend so much to enjoy your stay there, especially if you're earning in a stronger currency. You can do so much for very little. So with that, we've come to the end of this video. If you've enjoyed it, please subscribe, like, and share with your friends. So if you have any friends, enemies, neighbors, whatever, planning a trip to Morocco, you could also share this video with them so they have an idea on how to budget for their vacation. Until next time I see you, or until when you see me next, bye.